Again, the Creator knows, Julian. Some people, they're going to claim to be the chosen ones and the prophets of God, but they are liars and evildoers. So how can we differentiate between the two? When the Creator sent the prophets and messengers, He gave them prophecies and miracles, and they were known to be trustworthy, truthful amongst the nations. And they come with the same message. That's why we look to Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Jacob, all of them came with the same message: worship one God and don't worship no one besides Him. Julian, I don't know if you heard me many times. I always mention this example. Now let me give me another example. If I give you £5 billion, £5 billion as a gift, what would you say to me?
Thank you.
Would you remember me all the time? Of course. 5 billion, you will remember
Billion
me.
or billion?
Billion.
Oh, billion.
You will remember me
Even
more than
better.
you will remember me more than your mother. You know? I'll give you 5 billion on condition, give me your legs, cut them off.
How about just one?
No, both the mammals.
Okay, no.
No. Why? Because you know that is more valuable than £5 billion.
There's things you can't put a price on.
That's what I'm saying. But the Creator gave you those legs for free, gave you eyes for free. So why don't you remember Him and be thankful to Him? You see, that's what Allah said in the Quran, Julian. If you remember Allah's favor on you, the eyes, the air we breathe in, the water, you know, you will never be able to repay back Allah for His blessings. That's what we know. We should be grateful to our Creator. But how? According to His will, not to our will. That's why Prophet Muhammad, I don't have to speak about Moses, Jesus. Logic dictates, Julian. So if we're taking your time, I know you have to go.
No,
I will finish
I
that.
appreciate you giving me your time.
No, thank you. You give me your time as well. So logic dictates, if I establish Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet, and we know the Creator, the most wise, doesn't not choose a liar to convey His message. Therefore, if we establish Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet, therefore, rationally speaking, we should believe what he came with. For example, if, may Allah forbid, you have a disease and I'm a doctor, and you said to me, you know what, Shamsi, we establish you are a doctor and you do know the problem with me and you do know the cure for it. The next step, what is it? To follow my advice, okay? Otherwise, you could be contradicting yourself. How a man, Prophet Muhammad, let me show you from the non-Muslims who study his biography. I have studied him, that wonderful man, and in my opinion, far from being antichrist, he must be called the savior of humanity. George Bernard Shaw, the Julian Islam. It is impossible for anyone who studies the life and the character of the great prophet of Arabia, who knows how he taught and how he lived, to feel anything but reverence for the mighty prophet, one of the great messengers of the Supreme Being. Ani Bizant, life and the teaching of Muhammad. So those who study his biography from the non-Muslims, they came to know this man was known to be truthful, trustworthy, honest. Also prophecies. Let me ask you, who knows the future in details?
Only God.
Only God. It's a logical argument. You know why? The only one who knows about my watch in details is the one who made it. That's what Allah said in the Quran, Julian. أَلَا يَعْلَمُ مَنْ خَلَقَ وَهُوَ اللَّطِيفُ الْخَبِيرُ. Does he not know about his creation, the one who created his creation? And is the most generous, the all-knowing, the well-acquainted. Now, one of the miracles of the Prophet, they knew the future. Prophet Muhammad prophesied, he said there will come a time when you see the barefooted Arab man competing in building tall buildings. Well, you have to understand, Julian, when the Prophet Muhammad mentioned that, back in those days, the Arabs were not known to build tall buildings. Those who were known, the Persians, the Romans, and the Egyptians and the Greeks. Let me ask you, where is the tallest building in the world?
Middle East.
Dubai. Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa 50 years ago, Dubai was a pure desert. And who's competing with them? Saudi. Another prophecy. Prophet Muhammad mentioned it will come a time when the Arabs, they will stop using a riding beast, the camel as a riding beast. Remember, the only riding beast for the Arab is the camel.
Yeah.
He said they will stop using it and they will use something as a box that will carry them to the mosques. Now, one of the scholars, Imam al-Albani, he said this is clear indication Prophet Muhammad speaking about the cars. Why? Because we know book does not move by itself. Understand? Another prophecy Prophet Muhammad mentioned, it will come a time when the Muslims, they will take over Constantinople. Constantinople, what is it? Turkey, Istanbul. So Julian, as a Muslims, we don't believe Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet because we were born as a Muslims. No, because we have a tangible proofs that I can share with you and for you to reject or to accept. You know deeply in your heart you should be grateful to your Creator. You know deeply in your heart the way to be grateful to Him according to His way. That's why He sent the Prophet and Messenger. Julian, be honest. What do you think what I said to you so far? Does it make sense?
I'll be honest, it's not the first time I've heard it, and,
Okay.
and you must know that.
Yeah.
I respect the way that you especially give this message. You're always kind, respectful.
Thank you very much.
With this
I'll try my best.
That impresses me more
Yeah.
than the predictions about Constantinople and
Okay.
the car. I like people that bring good morals.
Yes,
If the Quran brought these good morals to you,
Yeah.
then that impresses me more than predicting
That's true.
the future.
Yeah, Julian, I agree with you. Some people, that's why the beauty of Islam, and even in the Quran, the miracles of the Quran, that the Quran is for everyone. Like person like you like to see people having good manners,
Something
respectful. So in the Quran, it gives us a story of the Prophet that had good manners, respectful. Likewise, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Look, when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came to people, they used to bury their daughters alive. They believe the woman should have no life. You understand? Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came, he said, the way you have a right to live, these girls have a right to live. That's what Allah said in the Quran. وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ. When the young girls will be asked on the day of resurrection, why were you killed? So Prophet Muhammad ﷺ look to this beautiful story of the character of Prophet Muhammad. Of course, Julian, Prophet Muhammad in a time of seriousness, meaning if this enemy, the only way to get rid of him by fighting against him, he would do it. Because some people, the only way to get rid of them by fighting against them. They don't listen, like ISIS. ISIS people try to speak to them, government try to speak to them, many authorities try to speak to them, they don't listen. Then the whole government, the Arab world and the European came to a conclusion, the way to deal with these evil people by fighting against them. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, there was a man called Thumama ibn Uthal. Thumama ibn Uthal, he took promise upon himself, he will kill Muhammad. He said, I'm going to kill him. In fact, he killed some of his companions. Okay? One day, Thumama ibn Uthal, he was a leader of Yamama, which is Riyadh our time. He was traveling to Mecca. The Prophet Muhammad's companions, they were outside Medina. They caught him. But they don't know who they caught. They caught one of the worst evil enemy of Islam, the one who tried to assassinate Prophet Muhammad. They brought him to Medina. They brought him inside the mosque. Prophet Muhammad said, do you know who you captured? He said, this is Thumama ibn Uthal. They said, take care of him. Before he said, you went to him. He said, Thumama, what do you have? He said, oh Muhammad, if you kill me, you have killed someone who has a blood on his hand. And if you forgive me, I have a lot of money to give you. Prophet Muhammad said, take care of him, look after him, feed him, give him water. 3 days, same thing, ask him, the same response. Fourth day, Prophet Muhammad said, let him go free. He went. Look at the character. The man that you tried to kill him, the man that you killed most of his companions, he's dealing with you this way? He couldn't believe it. He went, he took shower, he came back. He said, oh Muhammad, I bear witness, you're the messenger of God. He said the conduct, the character. When the Prophet Muhammad entered to Mecca, now, remember Prophet Muhammad in the beginning, ﷺ, they tried to kill him. They killed Sumayya, one of his companions, female. They killed Yasir. They tried to kill many companions. They tried to kill him. When he came back, because he never had power, when he came back with the power, with 10,000 companions, one of the guys that tried to kill him, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said to him, he said, oh Muhammad, give me 1 month to figure about Islam. He said, I'll give you 3 months, go away. You see?
That is the powerful message.
You understand? Prophet, of course, as I mentioned, of course, Prophet, there was a time when he fought against some of enemies, because the only way to get rid of them by fighting against them, because those people, they don't give life any values, so they don't deserve to live. You understand? So that's from one angle that I can come to you about Islam.
To come next time, yeah?
Inshallah.
Shamsi, thank you very much.
This is my gift for you.
Always very kind to me. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure to speak to you.
Thank
Look
you
after yourself. Sorry, can I give you a book, please? I don't want to bombard you, but it's a nice book. You know, because sometimes you give many books, many leaflets. Just this is a gift from me. You know, Julian, all the time you're Muslim.
No, I didn't want to break it to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Take care.
I'm trying to learn, and I'm
Inshallah ta'ala. And if you have any question,
right,
you can speak to me, ask me. Take care, look after yourself. All right, take care. Yeah, have a nice night. Take care. All right.
So he's not. I thought he was.
Yeah, he was just general. This who's recording here? There's many. Alhamdulillah. That's what I like about Speaker's Corner. When you meet people like that, people of sincerity, they are honest. That what motivate me more to come back and speak is going to speak. But if you keep speaking to Hatun, you go Majnoon. you lose your brain. You end up going to mental institute. You know? Or you keep speaking to those guys. They're not here to listen. They made up their mind and they're against Islam. Okay, so even for the viewers, if you want to do some leaflet about Islam, about Prophet Muhammad, then do Sunnah Dawah. Naam, D-U-S Dawah. So, and Allah knows best. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us sincerity and to give us the end upon the Quran and the Sunnah. And we have the Salaf. Barakallahu feekum, ikhwan.